Ahoy crew and welcome back. I hope that you're doing well and your day is going great. Today in my kitchen we're going to be making some Rice Krispie Treats. I'm sure you've seen them. Rice Krispies, butter, some marshmallow, tons of chewy delicious goodness. So I'm going to show you the version that I make, which is pretty simple. So if you'd like to come see how I make my Rice Krispie Treats, come along and let's do it together. All right, let's get started. For these Rice Krispie Treats, we're going to keep it simple. Rice Krispies cereal, butter, and marshmallows. For each batch, I'm going to use 6 cups of Rice Krispies, 4 tablespoons of butter, and 1 10-ounce bag of jet-puffed mini marshmallows. The box calls for 3 tablespoons of butter, but I use 1 extra tablespoon as I find it gives me a softer, more consistent treat without making them overly sticky. I also prefer using mini marshmallows as there's no need to individually count marshmallows. They melt much more evenly, and using a 10-ounce bag makes the recipe really easy to replicate every time. I'm spraying my sheet pan and lightly spraying the bowls I'll be using. Rice Krispies can get pretty sticky pretty quickly, so that little bit of cooking spray makes everything much easier to work with and helps make sure we're getting as much out of that marshmallow mixture into our treats as possible. To get started, I'll be adding 4 tablespoons of butter and the entire bag of mini marshmallows to a large microwave-safe bowl. That goes into the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and while that's heating, I'm measuring 6 cups of cereal into another prepared bowl. As soon as the marshmallows come out, stirring everything together using a silicone spatula, with the butter and marshmallows forming a smooth, consistent mixture. You may still see a few marshmallows at first, but just keep stirring and that residual heat should bring everything together. Then, I'm immediately pouring that over the cereal and gently folding it until everything is evenly coated. You want to work fairly quickly here while the marshmallow mixture is still warm and easy to work with, but don't get too aggressive with the mixing as we want to coat the cereal without crushing it so we still have plenty of that crispy texture in the finished treats. Now, because I'm filling a large sheet cake pan, I actually make this recipe twice. I prefer making 2 individual batches rather than trying to double everything in one enormous bowl. It's easier to mix, the marshmallows get distributed more evenly, and I find it gives a much more consistent result. And honestly, the process is so quick that both batches can still be finished in less than about 10 minutes. So I'll repeat that one more time. Once both batches are in the pan, lightly press everything into an even layer with a buttered spatula. Don't smash everything down in the pan as we want them to hold together, but we also want to keep that soft, chewy texture. Once everything is nice and even, let these cool for about 30 to 45 minutes before you start cutting. Now, here they are after they've had some time to set. Depending on how large you cut them, this pan should give you somewhere from about 24 to 32 treats. This makes a great size for parties, family gatherings, or anytime you're feeding a crowd. And I want to know, are you taking a corner, an edge, or are you just going straight from the middle? I'm curious to see if there's people particular about their Rice Krispies as they are about their brownies. Let me know in the comments. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. It holds its shape when I pick it up, but it's soft and chewy with plenty of marshmallow holding everything together. And this is exactly how I want to see them. You can keep these covered with plastic wrap or foil right on the counter and they'll stay good for about a week, if they even last that long. And if you enjoyed this one, drop a like, follow along, and come cook with me again. I'll see you in the kitchen.